row here. I am all excited because I want to tell you guys all about what I'm planning on growing for the fall season. I started some seeds already. I bought some seeds, then I got some more seeds to plant, and I'm just really excited about it. I hope you guys are too. So grab a pen. You might get some ideas for yourself and a piece of paper so you can scribble things down if you want. And I'll get to tell you all about the things that I got planned for this fall. Alright, so the fall is coming. Even though we're in the heat of summer, I am trying to get started on what I want to plant in the fall. And I'm going to tell you guys about it because you should probably get started too. So some things I'm growing indoors and some things I'm growing outdoors. Now here's the thing. I have no idea how many containers I'm going to have available come the actual fall time. So it'll be really interesting to find out like how much of this I can actually do. But I'm going to get all of it started if it's not already started. And I'm going to do my best to make sure that I have space for everything that I get started. If not, I have an idea for planting things in the actual ground around my house. I don't want to do it, but I can. I think I can make it work if I have to. But my goal is to also have my fall garden be a container garden, same as my summer garden is. So, alright. So, first off is I plan on planting a tomato this fall, and I'm going with the Oregon spring tomato. The reason why this is in this Ziploc, this kind of homemade Ziploc baggie, is because I got this seed from a seed swap from a group that I'm in on Facebook, and I don't think somebody would lie to me, but I have bought seeds in the past off of what was it, Amazon, and then I went ahead and planted what I thought the seeds were gonna be, and what I got back was something totally different. So I'm hoping that these are Oregon spring tomatoes. If they are good for the fall time in the Northwest. So, and they're fast maturing as well. So I have 2 seedlings going right now. I started them in my arrow garden, and they should be ready to go outside, I don't know, in a couple weeks or so. So, got those going. That's Oregon spring tomatoes. Next, I am going to be doing some Hungarian sweet peppers. These I also got from a seed swap in a separate Facebook group. I actually have those seeds going already, and that plant, well, I have 2 seeds going, and both of those plants are growing indoors in the house here in one of my bounties. And one of them is already starting to put on fruit. Can you believe it? So I started that a little too early. But that's the thing about using the arrow garden to start your plants. Everything grows so fast in there, and I just wanted to make sure that I was going to have time. And it looks like I might be able to start some more peppers and then be able to move those outside, because by the time these peppers, I'll have room to move them outside. The roots will be so bound in that bounty, that arrow garden bounty, that I won't be able to take it out without doing some kind of surgery to the roots or harming the plant somehow. So I'll probably end up having to leave those in there and starting 2 other ones. The next thing I'm gonna grow is some Richmond green apple cucumber. I have 1 plant going right now, and it does have some true leaves already. But the problem is I'm growing one right now, and it's a great plant. I love it. But it's only given me, so far at least, one cucumber a week. So I think that I want to grow at least 2 of these plants. I don't know if I want to go more than that because they're enormous. I'm seriously wrapping this thing around itself. So I don't know that I want to start a whole bunch of these, but I already have the one going, and then I think I'm going to start another seed, and I'll work with 2. Then I'll have 2 per week coming. The next thing I'm going to do is dragon tongue beans. Honestly, I'm not a big bean person. Beans don't always agree with me, and also I just don't typically care for how they taste. However, I have been known probably twice a year, seriously, in the fall time. Make it 3 times, because I'll usually do beans either at Thanksgiving or at Christmas. But outside of that, maybe only twice in the fall time, I'll buy some green beans. And the only way I like them at this point is when you cook them down in some really good chicken stock. But those are really good. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it again. But I'm going to try with the dragon tongue beans. I picked these because I wanted to watch them grow. They're so pretty. But I also know that they change to, you know, the yellow color whenever you cook them. The purple cooks out. And but from watching some YouTube videos and being a member of the Baker Creek Heirloom Seed community on Facebook, I have heard great things about these beans, about them not being stringy and very tasty, and so I'm willing to give these a try. And plus, you know, with them being so neat looking, I feel like I will have an interest in them, and I'll take care of them and be excited to eat them. At least that's my hope. So we'll see. I already planted 4 of these seeds, not knowing how long, because I've never grown beans before, not knowing how long it would take for them to germinate, and they have germinated already. So I might even have to end up planting some more of these. I might have like a succession of green beans going on. So I have right now 4 plants planted, and I believe 3 of them came up day before yesterday. And I've written on here that it's 60 days to maturity for these beans. So 60 days, I think, would still be hot. I'll have plenty of time between then to sow some more of these seeds directly. Next up is these sunflowers. I'm doing the teddy bear variety. And are they not the cutest? Can't you tell why they want to call them the teddy bear? They're so cute. The difference is, though, that I'm planning on growing these in the house and not outside. So I started some of these already. I plan on starting probably half a dozen more. I started half a dozen already. I'm going to start another half dozen. And then I have several bounties. So then I'm going to start another half dozen and then another half dozen. So those will be growing in the house over the fall and the end of the summer for me. I'm cheering up the spot, but not outdoors, but still it'll be part of my fall growing. Next up, I gotta do some leafy greens, you guys. So I'm gonna do some Paris Island cos lettuce. I got these seeds for free, as you can see, from Baker Creek. And I've had this lettuce before because it comes in one of the Arrow Garden seed pod kits, and it tastes just fine. But I'm going to grow these outside. These are not going to be grown in the Arrow Gardens. The extra Arrow Gardens that I have going on right now, I'm trying to do what I'm going to call tomato row, and it's just all cherry tomatoes, like dwarf tomato plants that'll be growing in the kitchen. So I currently have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 5 or 6 dwarf tomato plants growing already. So I'm well on my way to having my tomato row. And whenever that gets going really good, I'm definitely going to post a video about it and share that with everyone. All right, and then one of my favorites, I have grown this now ever since I got these seeds several months ago. It's the purple lady bok choy. It does really great hydroponically, but also outside. So right now I have some growing out there, but the cabbage loopers, I mean, I go outside right now and I could pick 4 or 5 of them off the plant, and the next morning have the same dang on issue. It's been going on for like 2 weeks now. I just finally gave up. I said, you know what, you guys can have it. You guys can have that. They took my dino kale too, and just let them. You guys can have that. I can start kale and I can start bok choy. These both will grow fairly fast for me, especially if I start them in the arrow gardens. So I'm not even gonna fight with these things anymore. I feel like it's a losing battle. So, but I will be starting some purple lady bok choy. Next, I'm going to do some curly kale, and it says here it matures in 50 to 65 days. It's the blue Scotch variety. I don't particularly care for eating this one, like just like fresh as a salad, and just like chopping it up and throwing it like into a salad with some tomatoes and stuff like that. It's really tough. However, I love kale in soups. I just love it. It's so good. It works so well. It cooks down. It's a nice consistency. It's a great nutritional boost. I mean, I can't say enough about having kale, fresh kale especially, homegrown, to throw into all of the fall soups and stuff. So I'll be doing a couple plants of these hopefully. And my last leafy green that I'm gonna be planting, because I just absolutely have to, is the Japanese giant red mustards. Now I had these during the summer, earlier this summer, and I fell in love like instantly. They are so good. They're garlicky and spicy, and they have a nice texture to them. They're pretty to look at. They're nutritionally sound. There's just nothing bad that I can say about these. They do have that like sharp mustard flavor, but like when you add the garlicky, it's just oh my gosh, I love this stuff. So I plan on doing, this time I planted 3 small plants. In the winter I intend to plant 4 large plants, because that's just how much I think I'm gonna be eating these mustards. I mean, they are that good. I mean it, they're that good. Moving on, I started some pink celery seeds. I just like the way these look. And I do have a couple recipes that call for celery. Also, I don't actually mind. I'm one of the few people who don't mind eating celery from time to time. Just grabbing a couple stalks and eating it. Not with peanut butter and not with ranch. Just get you some celery. Be a grown-up. And but these stalks, as you can see, at least from the picture, are a lot thinner, and they're also pink. So I thought, you know what, this would be a great little vegetable to add to my fall repertoire. I know that since I I'll be the one who had grown it. I'll definitely eat it, and I know that I'll enjoy it. So the problem with this is, though, I think it takes like 80 days. So at this point, I'm running a little close, but I'm hoping. I have it going in my arrow gardens, and it's already come up. I put it in, I want to say it was less than a week ago. So I want to say that, you know, at least in about 4 weeks, I should have plants large enough that I'd be willing to move them outside. And I don't know if it's too soon to do that. I mean, in 4 weeks we could still be having this incredibly hot weather for all I know. But I'm going for it because I want some Chinese pink celery. And then lastly, and it's going to be a while before I start these. This is going to be no time soon, but I want to do some radishes. I think I've already said on the website more than once, or on the blog more than once, that I've never met a radish I didn't like. And I have 2 varieties. I have a few of the Japanese wasabi left that I got from Baker Creek. I also have some that are going to seed outside, but I have some kind of hornworm or something that is on that plant that I still haven't caught that is eating my pods, so I might not be able to get any of the seeds from this. Oh, I'm praying. And if that becomes the case, you know what, truthfully, I'll probably end up buying some more anyways because I just want all the radishes. By the way, they have so many varieties. There's like the watermelon kind and the French ones and the fingerlings, and these are the scarlet globes. But I have about 15 packs of these seeds. I got them at Walmart at the beginning of the season because I was using them for microgreen seeds. But then once I started growing all my leafy greens outside, I wasn't doing much with the microgreens. So now these are gonna go to actually being for radishes rather than microgreens. And that is it, you guys. I'm excited for all of this. I think the thing that I'm most excited about, though, the things that I'm most excited about are the Japanese giant red mustards, because I'm not kidding when I tell you that I was loving these. I cannot wait to just eat those like crazy. The sunflower teddy bears. Oh, I'm sorry. Teddy bear sunflowers. I am so looking forward to growing these. These just look so fun to me, and they're just going to cheer me up in so many different ways. I'm going to take them to work. I'm going to have some at home. I'm just going to keep growing these things until I run out of seeds, and then I'll buy some more, I'm sure. But I mean, the best part is that I can grow these indoors because they say they only get to at max 24 inches tall, which is how tall the AeroGarden Bounty goes. So I am definitely, matter of fact, I already know it. When I go to order some more radish seeds, I'm gonna order some more of these, even before I know how they look. Even before I get my first sunflower, I'm just gonna go ahead and order some more. And lastly, I'm excited for the dragon tongue beans. I think it wouldn't hurt me to have a bean, you know? It wouldn't kill me to have a bean, right? And it'd be fun if I grew it myself. So, I don't know. And you know what? You never know. I might come out of this being an actual bean person now. Maybe I wasn't a bean person before because the way they were prepared for me all the time just didn't work for me. I kind of had that same experience recently this summer with peas. I've never been a big pea person. I don't mind them. I know they come in like Chinese food and they throw them into like a pea salad or something like that, or pasta salad. I'll eat them just fine, you know, but I don't seek them out. However, in one of my seed swaps, I got some Tom Thumb peas, and I went ahead and planted them in the AeroGarden. I love when they're just, you know, really small and you could just pull them off the plant and eat them. They were great. Now, I did find that if I let them get too long, they got a little stringy for me and I didn't care for them. But, you know, young, tender, I like peas, actually. Snap peas, baby. Maybe that's what it is. Snap peas. I like snap peas. And so, I'm also... I don't need to say this out loud because I don't want to make it come to fruition, but I've been actually thinking about getting another AeroGarden. I know I don't need another one. I can't, but just, I wouldn't mind having some peas around that. It's nice having those to stop when I had them. The AeroGarden actually ended up cooking them to death basically they fried. However, I do have some ideas on how to stop that from happening again. But right now, all of my arrow gardens are tied up in other projects, and I have them booked up for the next couple of months at least. So, one other thing I wanted to show. I took the plunge, you guys. I already had the 23rd annual Baker Creek heirloom seed catalog. It was great. All kinds of lovely stuff. Great. And I have been ordering from this nonstop. But then I heard that they had a whole seed catalog. Hear me out. That one's like the one that I just showed you is 100 and let's see, looks like 140 pages. I went online on their website and I bought that whole seed catalog. Look at this thing. Brad's Atomic Grape. I'm pretty sure, yeah. All kinds of stories, beautiful photographs. I'm so excited for this. Look at this. Oh, speaking of looking at this, I've been thinking I want to give miniature eggplants a try. I think. Don't hold me to that. I'm just thinking about it. Let me get past the beans first, and then we'll look at the eggplants. But my idea was that Arrow Garden actually makes what they call a fairy tale eggplant, and so the eggplants I believe are only like maybe that big, and they grow on the plant pretty prolifically in the Arrow Garden. And I thought, okay, that's the baby step way of working into the eggplant world. So I'm thinking about it. Hey babies. My fur baby's right here. And she's got a wet head because she's been in the sink dripping water. And then the other thing, you're on my laptop, babe. The other thing I got was and I don't even remember requesting this, but a catalog from Johnny's Selected Seeds. It's their 2020 catalog, and this is a whole different altogether experience as far as a catalog than the Baker Creek ones. It gives you a lot of information, like a lot of information. I'm sorry. Beat it. It gives you a lot of information. But they have all kinds of seeds. They got salad mixes. They got flowers. They got garlic and gourds, and corn, tomatoes, more flowers, nasturtium, sunflowers, zinnias, grafting supplies. They sell supplies in this one as well. But I'm really excited to go through this one heavily because it has more scientific information in it than, say, the Baker Creek one. The Baker Creek one has beautiful descriptions and stories and wonderful, photographs, and just, God, look at this. It makes you want like everything. But Johnny's tells you, I don't know, you just have to, anyways, this is going to be one of the places that I'm going to be ordering some seeds from too. So look forward to hearing about Johnny's selected seeds from me. All right. So are you guys planting your fall gardens yet? Yay, nay? If you are, be sure to leave some information in the comments. Maybe I get some ideas from you. We can help each other. Oh, and if I didn't mention before, and I don't think I did, I'm in Zone 6B, specifically in Akron, Ohio. And we have, and I think in the past our winters were a lot worse. But come like January, February, we'll be getting like loads of snow. It's gonna be miserable here, and I won't be able to grow then. Although I was looking through this Johnny's, just kind of thumbing through it, this Johnny's catalog, and I saw that they sell hoops, the kind that you use to do road covers. And they have the road cover plastic, or I think they call it film, road cover film. And I thought to myself, well, do I want to try to turn my patio into a extended quick hoops? That's what they call them, quick hoops. So you can make low tunnels. Do I want to do this? I mean, it's obvious I want to do this, but should I do this? I don't know. It looks really affordable too. They have the benders, the low tunnel benders are only $59 each. And as small as my patio is, I only need, what, 3? 2 probably, even if you pull it tight enough. And then you need to get some film or whatever they call it. Oh, I can't find it. Some row covers, or maybe even some plastic or something. I don't know. I gotta look at it all. Alright, you guys, thanks for spending some time with me and hearing about what goals I have for the fall. I don't mind hearing about what you got going on, so leave me some messages in the comments, and I'll be back as soon as I can with a new video. Happy growing to you. Bye-bye.